The letter G in lasagna. These stairs, nipples on men, diet water, Donald Trump, Boeing plane safety regulations, Formula 1 wet tyres. If you couldn't tell, that is a list of things that are completely useless.
What the hell is even that?
So the Belgian Grand Prix was last week, and if you didn't know, it was a sprint weekend, aka really, really boring. But on Saturday morning, we gripped our cocks and waited for the sprint race to begin. Piastri and Verstappen get a good launch, then Max carrying less rear wing gets right up Piastri's arsehole going down the Camel Straight and sends it around the outside at Les Combes. Leclerc also gets past Norris, but Norris gets back past on lap 4 anyway. Now let's play a game of spot the difference. This is what the timing tower looked like on lap 4, and this is what it looked like on lap 15. Did you see it? Well, after a stinker of a sprint qualifying, the 7-time world champion Lewis Hamilton managed to get past Albon to claim 15th position. And after 11 laps of hyping up a battle that didn't exist between the front three cars, the sprint race was over. Good news for Lewis though, at least he has a better chance at qualifying higher up later that day.
Lewis Hamilton finds himself in P16 after the first part of qualifying, and that's the bottom 5, and that's relegation and out.
Just as a reminder, Ferrari paid $100 million for this guy, so the car must be shit and there's no way he could have done any better.
Leclerc will be next to cross the line, goes third fastest, as you say, ahead of Max Verstappen. That's a key lap there from Charles Leclerc.
Anyways, Lando takes pole, Piastri starts in second, Leclerc third, Verstappen fourth, blah blah blah. Then we finally get to Sunday, where we had Jenson Button twisting Martin Brundle's nipples.
A lucky nipple tweak, but...
Oh, well, I'll give you one instead.
I don't know. I think that's a bit dodgy, mate.
Nico Rosberg terrorising Jos Verstappen.
I have nothing to say, so goodbye. Now you're quiet. You're quiet now. I'm always quiet.
Stop the cap.
And most importantly, the track was wet. Hold your cocks, we're about to get a 4-way battle in a wet race at Spa. Maybe even an all-time classic. Just kidding. It turns out in the FIA rulebook, it says the number 1 requirement for a wet race is waiting for the track to go dry. You see these things? Like I said earlier, useless. Fuck them. We don't need them.
What the hell is even that?
But as we know, the problem wasn't actually the water on the track. It was the visibility for the drivers.
Boring.
Hear me out, I'm no engineer, but maybe making cars that don't spray more than Lana roads would be a good place to start so that we get some fucking wet races.
What if I told Mom and Dad?
It's quite convenient how the only people that didn't complain on the radio were Lewis Hamilton, Nico Hülkenberg, Fernando Alonso and Max Verstappen. Notice what they've all got in common? Experience. So after an hour of waiting for the rain to fuck off, the track was finally in a good condition to send the cars out to clear some water and get some racing going. So why the fuck do we have another 20-minute timer while the mechanics all wank each other off in the garage and wait for Spa to become a desert before we go racing? So those 20 minutes go by and we finally get cars on the track. And with all that waiting, at least we get a standing start and don't have to start behind a safety car.
What? What the fuck?
Are we only racing in dry conditions? No, you know what? I'm staying calm. I'm not even mad. It's not like the FIA technically fixed the race result after Hamilton, Verstappen and other drivers set up their cars for the wet, not knowing the FIA would wait for the track to be dry. Cheating bastards! So finally, the race actually gets underway and the debate was on. Which of the 2 McLarens is going to fuck off into a 15-second lead and win the race after 44 boring laps?
It can't go on like this, can it?
It can.
Well, on the restart, Norris had Piastri right up his crack and made a mistake at La Source, which compromised his run down the Camel Straight towards Les Combes. So Piastri launches around the outside to take the lead of the race.
I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm kind of retarded.
He then gets the priority in the pit stop on lap 13 because, like I said, the spineless bastards at the FIA wanted the track to be dry for most of the race. Then after 21 laps of David Croft hyping up a battle that didn't exist and was never going to happen, Piastri runs the final corner over 3 seconds ahead of Lando Norris, wins the Grand Prix, blah blah blah. But further down the grid, Ferrari actually didn't pull a Ferrari and Hamilton went from P18 to P7.
It's not talent, it's just luck. It's just luck. It's just...
Well, after qualifying, he took a 60-place grid penalty and got sent to the depths of hell, also known as the back of the grid. By lap 8, he's overtaken Sainz and Colapinto. By lap 9, he's overtaken Hülkenberg, and by lap 11, he's overtaken Gasly. Who knew that could happen when you're driving the 4th fastest car in 18th? Oh, yeah, everyone. On lap 12, Ferrari pit in for medium tyres, and I can't believe I'm about to say this, but Ferrari cooked. By the time the rest of the cars pit, he was up in 7th place behind Alex Albon. Oh my days, he's about to take the lead of the race. However, he had so much downforce that he couldn't get past Albon on the straights, so he sat there all race doing fucking nothing. This race might be the worst one we've had all season. The medium tyres held on for 31 laps, thank you Pirelli, goodbye.